So we're down here on the pontoon waiting for Harry Redknapp to make an appearance. The crew are all ready to start filming with Dom here on the sound desk. Dom, you're all set?
Yep. We're going to start moving.
The anticipation building for the moment as the director gives the go-ahead, and here comes Harry now. Harry Redknapp, King of the Jungle, footballer extraordinaire, man with a mission. So they're off. So I've just spotted Sarah Donahue here walking down the pontoon as she, with clipboard in hand, as Harry takes a look at some of the boats, nonchalantly walking down with his wife.
Hi!
Okay, we're off again. Harry's chasing you. Look out, here he comes.
I need to go away.
So, Alan Goodwin, here we are with Mr. Noisy. It's 2019 and you're racing again.
Again.
This is brilliant.
30th year.
Fantastic. Tell me about the boat.
Well, it's all been redone by SMS over in East Cowes. Wrapped, painted, engines redone, upholstery redone.
Right, so she's a 30-foot
velocity.
Steve Step design.
One of the Steve Step ones.
And down here in the engine bay, what have we got?
Two big block Chevys.
Right.
Well, they are now.
7.4 litre?
8.2.
8.2 is the 502 cubic inch engine. Brilliant, yeah.
And dynoed at about 525, thereabouts.
So are you going all the way, or are you doing the 75?
We're doing the small one.
But it's called the Cows 75. Nobody does a small race here.
We're doing the CPC.
Yeah.
Not even doing the
you're doing the Cows.
It's about
right.
class. They've got classes all confused with
Okay.
weight and displacement.
Well, we don't want to confuse the viewers. The main thing is that you are taking part with the lovely Colleen, who's there on her knees in the cockpit. Thank you, Colleen.
Say, David.
So we're being approached now by Harry and partner.
How fast does that go?
So I see that Harry's stopped by for a chat with Kerry Bobin, who heads up your Copra. Just popping his head up there above the dash panel. Quick shot of the sharp end of, or the blunt end should I say, of this great boat, Blast Off, Dorian Griffiths mount, and powered by twin Yanmar diesels. Yes, quite a boat this. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yes.
That your pal Harry Redknapp is just walking by.
King of the Jungle.
King of the Jungle, and I'm sure he'll want to do an interview with guys looking so smart.
Yes.
Brilliantly turned out boat.
Yeah, we're going to have a chat with him. I'm going to crown him King of Roly-Poly.
Make sure you give him all the news about Blast Off.
Yes, we will do.
Okay, all right, guys. I'm going to leave you to it because the film camera is coming. I'll let the professionals take over. And thank you for my liquid molly dangler.
That's it.
So I did give the heads up to Dorian, and Harry's stopped by to have a chat with also John Barnes. Harry gets awarded the Liquid Molly lanyard, which I've just had the pleasure of being bestowed upon me as they gather around for a little publicity photograph with John Barnes there as well, Harry and his wife, and the film crew. Well, we're just waiting now.
Oh, nice. Where's that?
So you may wonder the subject of the photograph. Well, here we go. It's none other than Sarah Donahue, our blonde bombshell of the powerboat racing scene.
Oh, wait a minute, it's a rib got shot.
Blonde girl, blonde girl. Delightful. Racing the Dry Martini race boat. There we are, a little smile for the camera. Right, so Sarah Donahue is doing a quick change, much to the amusement of the crew here.
Oh, he's coming back for the shot. Go, go, go.
Yeah. What a joy to be on such a beautiful boat on a beautiful afternoon like this. Absolutely top form. So this is a fairly monster refill, 400 litres going in here. Well, we filled up, but a bit of a drama here that one of the high pressure fuel pumps has failed on the engine, or one of the engines, so Mike's a bit concerned about going in on one engine, so it's going to be interesting. So a quick look here at this gorgeous Sunseeker 38. It certainly looks the part. Bubble deck B8. Well, we're here with Phil Pater on board Bubbles. What was that? Good luck. What a great idea.
Bubble deck, eh?
Who's that from?
That's from Debbie, my girlfriend.
Ah, right.
Her dad used to race. Remember Rob Hood?
I remember Robin Hood
Well, he's
very
coming down
well.
tomorrow.
Oh, well, I shall look forward to
with her.
meeting him.
So, yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to on this boat.
Since last race, the
Yeah.
engines have been out.
Yeah.
They've been up to Silverstone. They've been put on the dyno. They've been checked out. The carburetors have been rebuilt. The jets have been reduced. The ignition's been gone from 38 to 35 degrees. And they're running fantastic.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, we've been busy.
What happens when you reduce the size of a jet? That leans the fuel up?
You get less fuel going in. They're
Yeah.
less likely to catch on fire like they have been. So when we throttle backwards and forwards too much, we get flames coming out of those things.
Yes, I can imagine. So what sort of horsepower are you producing in each engine?
We're producing 756 now on the dyno per engine. We were running just over 700 before, and we were seeing just around 95, 96, 97 mile an hour, depending how far we could trim it. So we should be just over 100.
So with an extra 100 horsepower,
Extra
that
50
fuel miles an hour.
Should be able to get the fuel to get us to Cowes and Torquay and back.
Well, we wish you, Phil.
Just tickle it along.
We wish you, Phil, and Richard the very best
And
tomorrow.
my brother Neil.
And your brother Neil, all the way to Torquay and back.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to hear.
Without stopping, hopefully.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
Well, we're joined by Christian Toll. Christian, a lot of activity going on down in the engine bay. What's happening here?
We're just going to check the high pressure fuel pump. It looks like we're dragging a little bit of air into the system through the high pressure fuel pump. So we don't need it when we're running, but you need it to obviously start the engines. And so we're just going to give it a prime, and hopefully that'll be fine.
So just remind us of the boat.
Dry Martini, it's 1973 35-foot cigarette, and won the World Championships in 74 with Carlo Bonomi and, of course, Richie Powers.
And the power units?
Power units, big block Chevrolet, 540 cubic inches, and they produce about 625, maybe 650 horsepower each.
And they're period correct for this boat?
Absolutely period correct, yeah. Mechanical fuel injection and open exhaust. It's set up exactly how it should be.
Well, thanks to your co-driver, throttle man, Mike Bontoff, who's rebuilt this boat. With a lot of help from you, Christian, and Mike Pete.
That's right.
Well, we wish you all well tomorrow. You're the
very kind.
greatest team in the world.
Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, Christian. So thank you, Christian Toll, for your interview from the Dry Martini team, and I've left them to it now as they need to sort out their high-pressure fuel pump problem. As I'm now looking down on A47, the mount of Drew Langdon, beautifully prepared outer limits, powered by the biggest engines in the fleet, petrol engines. Miles Jennings and he are the intrepid team and stand a very good chance of taking line on us tomorrow. Their main competition is the Italian entry Tommy 1. In contrast to the 1,900 horsepower twin petrol engines in Drew Langdon's boat, Silverline Bullet, this boat, Tommy 1, is powered by twin C-Tech diesels, also producing 1,900 horsepower. That's an awesome amount of power from diesels, and it's a quick boat in rough conditions. However, tomorrow might just be the day for a flat weather boat, and Outer Limits is possibly the main contender, as I say. Well, good evening everyone. We're now at the British Powerboat Racing pre-race party for the competitors and crew. This is a tradition of the BPRC that we hold the party on the eve of the race tomorrow. There's a real happy band of people enjoying speciality breads, mermaid gin, and a nice refreshing glass of wine. What could be better? So just good fortune to bump into such a lovely little group of people here. Yeah, everyone's partying to the limit. So the party continues outside on the patio.
I don't think we had gotten that far yet.
And it's just wonderful to see old faces and new. Brilliant. I love this place. Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen. I'm with the team of Fat Boy. Boys, tell me who you are, something about the boat.
Right, my name's Mark Childs. I'm driver of Fat Boy. This is my brother Andrew. He's the navigator of Fat Boy.
Fantastic.
It's
Brian and
27-foot
Andrew.
Cougar.
Yep.
I've owned a boat for about 5-6 years now. Had a complete refurb with a brand new engine. We're hoping to go good today.
That's marvellous. Now, which race are you doing?
We're doing the Poole race today.
The full Monty.
The full Monty.
All the way to Poole and back.
Yeah.
We love that.
With a short loop in Poole Bay.
Well, we reckon you'll be back within an hour. How about that?
Conditions are going to be
56 minutes, I reckon.
How many?
56.
Well, we'll hold you to that. Okay, boys. How do you fancy your chances today?
Yeah, we think we're going to go very, very close.
And
obviously, we're running a 300 horsepower engine. There's only one other engine of 300 horsepower in our class, so we're going to be kind of running neck and neck as we did in Poole.
How do you find the Evinrude E-Tech engine?
Fantastic engine.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very lean. It's very good on fuel. It's just a very good engine. It's probably not the most. It's not a race engine as such. It's more built for the leisure market, but it's proven to be a good engine as we are now. Well,
boys, Fat Boys, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll look forward to seeing you coming across the line in under an hour.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Lucci. Quick word from my camera. Yeah, how are you feeling about the race today?
Yeah, good. Nervous. It's quite hot, so I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah, you're doing the 75 nautical mile race.
Yeah, that's right.
We think you're going to be back pretty quickly. What do you think?
I hope so. I mean, not too quickly. We don't want to repeat of last year.
Oh, well, 1 hour perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
that sounds about right.
Lucci Levy, soon to be married. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Have a good race today.
Thank you.
Mark Hayward, you are in the smallest boat in the fleet.
Marsham 16 with a Yam 90 engine. The smallest boat, the smallest engine in the fleet.
Brilliant. When was the boat built?
It's a Marsham. It's built by a guy called Richard Weaver. He owns this boat and he owns Kermit the Green boat.
Amazing. Where are you from?
We're from Exmouth in Devon, Exmouth Powerboat Ski Club.
Well, you're very welcome here at Cowes.
Thank you, David.
You'll be going down to Poole and back.
We are going to Poole and back.
Okay, yes. How do you fancy your chances?
As much as anybody else, we're just out to have fun.
Well,
it's all about taking part.
Well, that's the spirit of powerboat racing. So, smallest boat, but man with a big ego.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Quick shot for the camera. Smile. Well, probably the noisiest boat in the fleet. Monohull, supercharged engine. Well, we've been joined by Frank Rose now, the noisy man. Frank, tell us a little bit about the boat.
So this is a Fabio Buzzi 36. It was built in 1998 in the Fabio yard. And it was taken out to the States to run in the A class, where it won the World Championship at Key West. It then came over to the UK for the Pro V series, where it was left for a long time, and then I bought it about 7 years ago. And then I've completely renovated it, put new canopy, new engine cover, new engine, completely redone all the drive. And yeah, we've had a few bad years, but mainly all good.
Okay.
And, hoping for some, yeah, a good result today.
Tell me, what's the engine?
So the engine is built by Express Marine, and it's a 8.8 litre supercharged big block, about 950 horsepower.
Fantastic. So what speed does that give you?
In the flat, about max about 110 mile an hour.
My goodness. So you're doing the 75 nautical mile race?
Yeah.
All right. Well, most of the boats will be on their way to Torquay, and you'll be back home and dry.
I hope so. I hope I'm I hope I'm having a nice cold beer by about 11:30.
Well, I'll be joining you. Thank you, Frank.
Nice one. No worries. All right.
Well, Tommy 2 started up about half an hour ago. They're now resting the engines. We'll try and find the crew, but it may be we can't grab an interview with them until after the race. Well, we've been joined by Drew Langdon. Drew, you must be favourite to win today. What's your
difficult,
feeling?
yeah. We stand a good chance. That's all I can expect, is to go into something like this with a chance of winning. It just takes one little screw and the whole thing falls apart. So,
but
it's all about keeping everything together today.
I see your engineers have been working on the engines. Everything okay down there?
Yeah, we're just always adding little bits, tweaking, making sure things aren't going to fall off and get in the way. So it's literally... It's going to be a fast race, and there's going to be a lot of stress on everything.
Yeah,
so that does... You know, we've got to keep our eyes peeled on all the gauges and make sure everything is tip-top, and then we'll be fine. But
so you say fast race. I know the viewers would love to know, what speed does that boat do?
We're testing last week at 120, so we're pretty stable at that speed, but for long distance we wouldn't like to hold that all day.
Okay.
Everything's on the edge. So.
Well, I feel a record coming on, possibly.
It'd be nice, but we got to finish. That's the main thing.
Okay,
so we'll do our best.
Drew Langdon with your team, Miles Jennings. Wish you well today, and we'll look forward to welcoming you on the winner's podium.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Drew.
Lovely.
So we are now leaving the marina as the boats fire up at the start of the race. Just past Gladiator, number 26. Blast off C100 with Dorian Griffith on board and Will Stevens. Cheery wave for the camera, I'm sure. They haven't called me. Yeah, there we go, cheery wave. A21, Pippa. Fabio Buzzi designed hull, away from the crew. Dry Martini. We are effectively their team support boat. Magnificent boat. Mike Montoff warming up those beautiful V8 classic engines. Quick wave from Mike Peake there. Absolutely wonderful. Great crew. The Shakespeare Hull Fugitive. The back boat there firing up. N43 coming out. Hendricks A55 are fired up. Marcus Hendricks on board. And Gordon Thompson's joining the crew. There's my crew here, skillfully manoeuvre Saber 2 out of the marina, where we're going to station ourselves to watch the boats parading out. Class 3 fleet, boat number 66. As I hear the engines revving up in the marina, boat 25, the beautiful 38-foot Sunseeker, Fabio Buzzi designed hull. Cheery wave from the crew. A very reliable boat, but better suited to rough conditions. 52 in the Class 3 fleet. Blast off. Twin diesels, Yanmars. Cigarette in Class 1 and 2. Another Buzzi rib. Boat number 42, powered by C-Tech diesels. Boat N1 Pantera, American designed and built in Florida. Another classic hull. Boat B92. One of the few catamarans in the fleet. Again, Class 3. Well, the boat A9, currently under tow because of its lack of manoeuvrability in the harbour. That's Tommy 1 with Maurizio Schiappici on board. A monster of a boat if ever there was one. Boat X51, Class 3 fleet, closely followed by the Buzzi monohull of Ali Langdon and Luci Levi, the couple who announced their engagement recently. So congratulations to them. Beautifully prepared boat. A47 Silverline, Drew Langdon, Miles Jennings, sounding marvellous. Quick, out of it, out of it. Didn't like that. So Dry Martini is now underway under our own power. Quick wave there from Christian Poole. front there, looking confident. Has a little bit of taping up on the deck there. Probably the GoPro. Crew. Hello. Welcome to Marcello. Bubbles coming alongside now, cigarette. Sight this with the race boats and spectator fleet and personal watercraft.
We'll come from that side.
This is the start of the 2019 Cowes offshore powerboat race. There's the gun, they're off. This is amazing. I can see Silverline streaking ahead, followed by the Italians and Marco. Blast off. What a sight!
That is epic.
Top team, well done. Perfect timing, perfect positioning. Here comes Fugitive. That's the boat, Shakespeare boat. Right. The boats are now underway. This is the second start. The green flag is up and the cannon. So here they come now.
Right, come on, Hendricks.
Marcus Hendricks is there somewhere.
Come on,
I notice Mr. Noisy right up there. The Beaver returns. Fat Boy, X6. The Wellcraft.
Safety control. Safety control, this is Argo, safety control.
Right, one race boat has not got much further than the start line, C34. Shame, beautifully prepared boat. Another of the Sunseeker XS Fabio Buzzi hulls. So boat number 606, classic ferry hull, has been out doing safety control with us. Chris having a word with us there.
Here we are, bank holiday weekend, August 2019, CTC on Saber 2.
So Marcus Hendricks wins the Cowes 75 race in 2019. Well done, Marcus. Fantastic. He well deserves that success. A cheery wave from Marcus there and crew. Absolutely amazing. Gordon Thompson there, happy that he's come home over the line safely to finish the Cows 75 race. What an accomplishment after all the effort Marcus has put into creating and developing this magnificent boat. A Levanthian of the sea, if ever there was one. Cheery wave from our German friend there, who has been navigating, helicopter pilot extraordinaire from the German SAS. Exciting sound from those magnificent V8 turbocharged engines. Marcello, you're tracking the boats. Tell me, yes. What's the position?
At the moment, the Silverline first with speed of 94 at the moment.
Gosh, that's fast.
And, oh yeah, really. And second looks like Tommy 1, yes, with 100 at the moment with the speed, but is behind Silverline.
Yeah.
And then we have Dry Martini.
Wow.
With speed at the moment from 66. Exactly.
Thank you, Marcello. Right. Well, we've just picked up the second boat coming in here, and that is the Cigarette, just coming off the plane. Victorious number 2. Okay, another race boat finishing here. It's the Sunseeker. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And they get the checkered flag from the committee boat. Wow! Height. That was something else. That boat. Right, we have another finisher here and coming. Wow. And closely followed by Fat Boy. We just spotted another race boat coming across the finish line now, and it is the Beaver Return. Oh, hang on. No, we've got Class 3 boat coming through. Quick. And the Beaver returns. Another finisher. Wow, this boat's moving.
Cow safety control, Center Rescue 1, over.
Wow. That is the Pantera, ladies and gentlemen.
Safety control, go ahead. Cow safety. Straight goose, over.
Just spotted the Cat coming in now. Moving nicely.
Sorry, but he's not.
Well done, Clive. You brought the Wellcraft home beautifully. Crossing the finish line now. Right, tracking Dirty Deeds. Just coming up to the finish line now. A little distraction. Paraglider powered going down the racetrack. Boat B121 crossing the line now. Okay, the checkered flag is out, and another Class 3 boat crosses the line. For Ali and Lucci in the Butzi monohull powered by the twin Optimax outboards, and they cross the line now. Nice one. And they have the checkered flag. Okay, now we're tracking the winner of the Cows, Torquay Cows 2019. It's none other than Silverline with Drew Langdon and Miles Jennings on board, and this is going to be close. They're coming right towards us. Wow! Oh my! So here we are, the victorious crew of Silverline. Well done, boys. Miles Jennings there, Drew Langdon, absolutely marvellous. The winners of the Cows, Torquay Cows, a definitive win. Half an hour ahead of any other boat. Victorious cheers from the support boats. We love Silverline. These boys put everything into the race. They deserve every accolade. Amazing. And that must have been an incredible run. The boat being timed at over 95 knots, which is over 100 miles an hour at some points on the course. Numero uno, number one. There they are, happy band of pilgrims, supporters. Amy can't contain her excitement. So she's rocking and rolling already. Oh. Silence reigns as they fire the engines to manoeuvre into the harbour. So the team of Silverline victorious, I have to say again. And the glamour arrives in the form of the lovely Amy, who's going to go and welcome home her man. There you go. A winning hug for a winning team. Right, we're now tracking Pippa, the second boat home in the Cows Torquay powerboat race. So here she comes now. Brilliant. Wonderful. Brilliant. Okay, I have Dry Martini in my sights now, and she's completely out of the water, trimmed right out, sounding gorgeous. Awesome. say that again, guys. You can say that again. Absolutely wonderful. Team, Mike Bontoff, Christian Toll, Mike Peat. Well done, boys. You deserve the champagne you're going to get. To the marina, and we follow her. Absolutely tremendous effort there. So the end of a successful race for all the crews here that have made it safely back to base. For those still on the way back, we will look forward to welcoming you in shortly. Our race director there, Martin Levy, Laura, little wave from supporters of the Silver Line crew. Well, we're here on the winner's berth with Marcus and Andreas crewing for Marcus today. Boys, how did you enjoy that race?
Well, you start because it's your ever first. It's my ever first, and I did it really well, and I enjoyed it. And I expected a good race, and we did a good race. So we are lucky to be healthy back.
So the prize giving is now underway with John Moore hosting it. And this is the podium presentation. Where are the boys?
Back again next year, are you?
The winning team, Marcus, Andreas, and Gordon Compson. So that's great.
Congratulations there, Gladiator.
So we've got Class 3 winner, Cows Poole Cows. The 75 race, Marcus Hendricks and crew.
Marcus, who's won the Cows Torquay twice before, is now the winner this afternoon, the Cows 75, and that really rather attractive old bus, Hendricks 55.
So they're trying to uncork it. Marcus is usually much better at opening champagne than that. Oh, well, here you go. Right, well, that's the camera is saturated. Love it, love it, love it. Wonderful. Yeah. That's what I call a prize giving. Well done, boys. Formula 1, eat your heart out. Right, fresh from the podium, soaked in champagne, Scott Younger, Biddy, Daniel, hi guys. Hi. You have just finished the Cows 75 race. How was it?
Awesome. Oh, it's perfect. Awesome, apart from I couldn't catch him.
So, Sunseeker, yes. 38.
Yeah.
What year?
2006, that one.
Yeah.
Third one.
I must congratulate you on the way you turned that boat out.
Thank you very much.
Super. As for the cigarette,
polished it 6 times.
The cigarette,
yeah,
it's
a great boat, beautiful boat. Yeah, really proud to be racing a cigarette for the first time.
Yeah,
it's Yeah, it's a nice box to tick after the Donzi and the Outer Limits, and now to have raced with the cigarette is wonderful.
Which hull is that?
It's a 36 Gladiator.
Brilliant. Yeah. Finally, Binny, how do you feel?
Good.
Elated,
Great.
soaked in champagne.
Yes.
So tell me, what was your position in the team today?
Cleaner and look out.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that boat was beautifully presented. If it's down to you, you're an ace Parvo racer.
Thank you.
We love you. Okay, thanks, Guy. Who we got here?
Rob is the owner and driver.
Excellent. So, how do you enjoy the race today?
Oh, it's beautiful. We could have been drinking gin and tonics out there. It was so calm.
Well, I like the idea of you race after breakfast and get home before lunch.
Yes. No, it was absolutely fantastic.
So, what do you think about Cowes as a venue and the organisation of the race?
I've been coming here for 40 years, 35 years. It's awesome. It's the best.
Well, just remind the viewers of your name.
It's Rob Lockyer.
Thank you, Rob. Well, thanks for those great words. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So it's a real party atmosphere here on the deck for the presentation that we've just seen. Brilliant. We've just been joined by Kerry Bobin. Kerry's a very busy man.
No, not at all.
And here he is. He was third over the line in that beautiful Pantera. How have you enjoyed the event this year?
Fantastic, David, as it always is. It's a spectacle, isn't it? Cowes Torquay. Something we very much need to keep going. Nice to see some big boats out there, small boats out there, everything out there. It's offshore racing. What's better?
Well, Kerry Bobin, chairman of UCOPRA, we thank you so much for those wonderful words, and thank you for supporting the event.
Thank you so much for BPRC for putting the event on.
Well, we'll all be back for more fun next year. Yeah,
absolutely.
Well done, Kerry. Thanks. Right, here we are, joined by Miles Jennings, victorious again today. How was it out there?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, a great race. I mean, what a wonderful race to win. But it was testing. You know, we were going out this morning thinking we would be on for a course record until we hit a big fog bank.
Really?
We were being pushed hard all the way down to the Needles. We were thinking, the water's calm, we'll get some early speed on, running about 110, and then Tommy 1 went past us. We were doing 110, so they must have been doing 115. We all throttled back a little bit to about 108, going out to Bournemouth. Then they missed the mark at Bournemouth. So at that point we knew that we didn't have to worry too much about Tommy 1 because they had a 20-minute penalty.
They missed the mark?
They missed the mark. They ran around Boscombe correctly, and then they were too wide for Bournemouth Pier. We were just behind them at the time. We thought we'll get into out of their wing mirror sights, look as though we're following them, and then last minute we darted back and made sure we did the Bournemouth Pier mark correctly. They didn't, which is a shame for them. But at that point we knew that we didn't really have to push hard.
Right.
But we're still pushing to get the 100-mile-an-hour plus record, so we're running over 100 most of the way until we hit the first fog bank at St Albans Head.
Right.
And it was P-thick suit, 10-15 metre visibility.
Oh my goodness.
And we were down to 45. Because that's the optimum speed for the boat. The correct speed would have been off the plane with that kind of visibility, but the boat planes at about 30-32 miles an hour and it's still nose high at 38, so we need to do 45 plus.
So Miles, what happened to Tommy 1? Did they break down in the...
We're not sure. We parted company in the fog bank and never saw them again, so we're still waiting for information.
Okay, right.
We've heard they've had problems of some kind, but we don't know for sure what happened.
Okay, well anyway, there's no doubt Drew and you are convincing winners. Congratulations.
Thank you very
thanks
much.
for being such great competitors. Miles
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, here we are with Martin Levy, race director. Martin, how have you been feeling about today?
We were blessed with great weather today. It's been a long time in coming. All the boats went out. They did terrific speeds. We're all thrilled that they're all back safely.
Good. So how many boats did we have here today?
We had 38 starters, 2 breakdowns, but they're all back safely, and as I say, fantastic day's racing.
Right, well there you are, testimony to the organisation. Thank you very much, Martin, race director.
We'll be back next year.
We certainly will.
Thank you.
Right, here we are on the podium, and Kerry, you're going to tell us who's here.
So here we have Mr. Mako as winners of Eucopa's Class 2 Championship.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorry,
Nicely
Championship
so.
round.
Yeah.
Of course, Francis Whitley would have been second on the podium.
Right.
I believe he's still having a cup of tea round Hengler Street.
All right, okay, thank
he'll
you.
be here shortly.
Well done, boys. Very proud of you. Well, it's nearly the end of race day. I've got the two Mikes with me, Mike Pete, Mike Bontoff. Boys, just tell us what it was like out there today, because I gather there's some difficult conditions.
Well, you know, actually, I'd say the run down to Torquay and the turn down there was pretty straightforward. There was a pretty major fog bank around Port of Bill, and a bit hard to see there. We were running pretty well. We reduced speed a bit for safety purposes, but there seemed a heck of a lot more fog on the way back. You know, some really sizable banks that were very dense, and so it was challenging because we unfortunately lost all our navigation aids, and we were trying to use compass navigation and hope we could start to see the needles looming into the distance, and they never did, so we had to actually stop for a while and do some wiring on GPS and get some stuff working. So,
well, you may be interested to know that the yellow bricks were showing you as on your way to St Catherine's Point, and at one stage we thought you were going into Ventnor, but there's no harbour there. How do you feel about that, Mike Bontoff?
Well, the boat ran great mechanically. She was just absolutely brilliant. The navigation department.
Okay, all right. So, boat 100%, engines 100%. All right, could do better at navigation.
Well, or get better equipment, I think.
All right, well, look, boys.
Equipment, yes.
We're about ready to throw some of this equipment in
do you want
in
a
the harbour.
sat-nav?
Yeah, sure.
Ray Marine sat-nav, you can have it.
Thanks very much, in case I break down again. Well, anyway, we're missing Christian Toll, but thank you so much, and thanks for looking after us during the weekend and giving us so much entertainment in the Dry Martini team.
We've enjoyed it.
Thanks, David.
Thank you. So there we have it, the glorious Dry Martini, placed third in the Cows Torquay Cows 2019. What an accolade for a boat built in the 1970s. So I've just caught up with Christian Toll, third man in the team of Dry Martini. Just heard how difficult the conditions were today without a sat-nav, GPS, but you managed to get home all right. And tell us where you came.
We did, yeah, we came third overall, so obviously sad that we didn't get second. We thought that we were going to get second, and but very happy to be on the podium, very happy to be home in one piece and everything working, so it's been a great weekend. Yeah,
that's very credible performance, because the boat is built in the 1970s.
1973.
Yeah, racing against boats that built as recently as 2 or 3 years ago.
Absolutely. No, the boat's in great shape and handled and performed really well today. Shame we had a problem with the electronics, the modern bit that's on it, but you know, such is life. Had to come back the old-fashioned way and didn't quite get that 100%, but there we go. You know, third, very happy on the podium, chuffed to bits.
Well, Christian, that's what we want to hear. You're a great team, very enthusiastic, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the prize giving to get your well-deserved trophies.
Yes, thanks very much, David. Cheers.
Well, we've just been watching a couple of the safety boats that have come in all the way from Poole back here to Cowes, and we're so grateful to them for all the work they've done today. Here we have a member of the safety boat crew. Tell me, where have you been? Where have you been today?
We've been at Christchurch Ledge.
Yeah.
We've been on the southern buoy of Christchurch Ledge on the Poole, Cows to Poole race.
Well, thank you so much, because without you guys, take a bow everybody, without you guys we can't put on this race, you know?
Yeah,
so the safety fleet we really appreciate. Good. Well, it's lovely that you're part of it, and we love you. All right?
Thank you very much.
Great. And we're particularly grateful to Fred Ward and all the people aboard his brilliant Sea Line Sundancer. He has been committee boat today, so thank you, Fred. Take a bow. Absolutely marvellous. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been joined again by Andreas Poole. Andreas, you were racing on the Hendricks boat today.
Yes.
Just tell me, what did you think about the atmosphere, the general effect of this race?
It's my first time in England, and I was surprised, such pretty weather conditions and such a nice town I found here, and open-minded people, and many people from different countries all around, which are very kind, and I feel very comfortable here. And I can only recommend to come to Cowes to take part in this wonderful, marvelous event.
Well, thank you for being complimentary about Cowes. Now, you are a professional navigator, you're a helicopter pilot.
Yes.
Were there any challenges today for you out on the water?
Because of these nice weather conditions, there were no challenges for me. And I think for the rest of the crew there wasn't any challenges from the point of view of navigation for the time.
Yeah. So the boat performed well for you?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
We had a little issue for the last 15 minutes. We ran out of power on the right-hand engine, and it took a little adrenaline for the last 15 minutes, but we fortunately finished the race.
Well, well done. I have to say, Andres, it's been brilliant having you with us. We love the international competitors. We're going to go and join the party behind us in a minute. On, once off. Right, okay. Oh no, twice. Cowes Poole. Cowes rent event coupled with the 75. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a world-class event. And I'd like to think that you had today a world-class team delivering it. We can't do this without a hell of a lot of help and very important participators. You will be hearing about our new safety officers. You will be hearing about all those who have helped and supported us today. But without you, the competitors, we don't have a race. It is absolutely marvellous to see Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, the biggest fleet here. Welcome to you guys from Class 3. The other thing that's so important is that this is an international event. I'd really like to welcome all of those internationally, and I include Guernsey in that. Nothing to do with Brexit or the United Kingdom, but we just love islands.
Well done. Congratulations.
Go right, boy. Boy, move to the left. Thank you. In the middle, in the light. This way, guys. This one.
Can we go now? You may leave.
You get a special presentation. Well done. Well done, Clive.
Thank you,
You
David.
deserve that.
Thank you, David.
As much as anybody does in the fleet. You're a stalwart.
Well, we go back
And
a long way, don't we?
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being such a good sport. And so now it's time to say goodbye to Cowes in August 2019. We had an exciting programme of racing on Sunday, the full course Cowes Torquay Cowes, then the Cowes Poole Cowes race and the Cowes 75 nautical mile event. We look forward to welcoming you all next year, the 60th anniversary of the Cowes Torquay Cowes, in August of 2020. So it's goodbye from me, David Graham Smith. All the crews and the boats have left, and it only remains for me now to say goodbye to the marina and to you.